Well, hey there, y'all. This here is a lesson in how to smile. Now, I've been told that I've got a nice smile, and I don't know one way or the other, but that's what some people have told me, and well, that got me to thinking about, where does that come from? It's not something that I was born with, or maybe it was, but then again, I didn't have any teeth when I was born, so I guess I didn't have much of a smile then, so you can't say you were born with it. But so I got to thinking a little bit, and thinking about it, I realized that in some of the lines of work that I've been in, waiting tables and working retail and being a performer, musician, all that, that I have developed certain ways that I can keep a smile on my face. And not one of those fake used car dealer types of smiles, it's a real smile. I just learned how to keep it in place, maybe a little longer than some people do. But as far as the techniques go, it's not that difficult, it's just something that takes a little practice. Now, first step that I would suggest is think about something that makes you happy. Nice memory, something that you like to do, something you're looking forward to. Maybe think of a joke that you've heard that makes you laugh. And as soon as you concentrate on that a little bit and get a real good natural smile going, stop and think, how does that make your face feel? And remember that, because you don't want to be practicing in front of a mirror. That's a bad idea. You're going to wind up with one of these fake looking beauty queen smiles, and you don't want that. You need the one that you got. That's all you need. So do that. Think about something that makes you smile. Remember how it feels to smile. And now step number 2 is take that smile out with you. Go someplace that you go normally and tell yourself, like you're going to the grocery store, I'm going to smile from the time I get out of the car until I get back and head home. And challenge yourself to see if you can hold that smile in place for the entire time you're shopping for groceries. And let me tell you, it's going to be challenging at first because most of us aren't used to smiling like that. I've worked many a festival where I'm pretty much interacting with the public from the time I get there until late at night when I get home, and I'm on stage at all times, and I tell you what, my face hurts when I get home. And that doesn't mean I've been faking a smile, it's just because it uses muscles. You need muscles to anchor your smile in place. One thing to remember also is to try to minimize your exposure to negative people. I mean, that's kind of hard sometimes. You've got people around you that you have to deal with, whether it's family members or whether it's coworkers or whatever. But as much as possible, try to minimize how much time you spend or how much energy you give to negative people that seem to kind of suck the life out of everything. That doesn't mean that you gotta go around with your head in the sand pretending like the whole world is a rosy place, because it's not. Doesn't mean that you can't watch the news or anything, but you know the kind of people I'm talking about. They're the ones that never have anything nice to say about anybody, never really have a helping hand for anybody. They're just there. So if you can find your way to surrounding yourself with other happy people by being around people that make you feel good, not by telling you lies or anything, but by just being happy and okay with themselves, then you're that much closer to being one yourself. And that's an important part of it, but it all starts with a smile. And that smile's got to come from somewhere, and that smile's got to be practiced. And next thing that you'd want to do is challenge yourself to progressively longer periods of time and maybe progressively more unpleasant things that you're doing with your time, and trying to keep that smile in place. Because if you can get through an entire day at work without that smile going too far away, then you're making pretty good progress. And now practice that smile even when nobody's looking, because you don't smile to impress other people. You smile to be the person that other people want to be around. And that's the bottom line of it. But it's not going to happen just by building up your cheek muscles. It's going to happen by practicing and training yourself to keep something good in the back of your mind and getting your muscles used to smiling. So those are the basic techniques that I would suggest. Now, there are benefits to smiling and having a good smile. And the first one is that people want to be around happy people. At least the ones you want to hang out with want to be around happy people. I mean, who wants to be around negative people that don't have anything nice to say and it's just kind of a bummer to be around them? You don't want to be around that, and you don't want to be one of those people. Sometimes we get sucked into it, and it's real easy to do, but remember that if you got a nice smile going, you're going to make yourself more appealing and more attractive to other people. People want to help you more. People want to do things for you more. People are nicer to you. Even if they're not real happy themselves, people tend to be nicer to you if you're smiling at them. Another thing is people tend to trust people who smile, and that's just a fact of life. Now, con men know this just as a basic rule of the trade, which is why something else that I would suggest is that when you see somebody smiling, look at their eyes, because the eyes will tell you everything you want to know. If you see a person smiling at you and their eyes look dead, you probably can't trust a word that they say. So, now granted, some con men are probably better at it than others, but if you see a smiling person, look at their eyes, and if their eyes are smiling too, then you might have a genuine person on your hands. Another thing about smiling is that it helps you breathe a little bit better. Now, I don't know this as a scientific fact, but if you're smiling, somehow or another it feels like it's opening up the upper respiratory tract a little bit more than when you're frowning. It might have a lot to do with posture, because it's hard to slouch and be all slumped over when you're smiling. When you're actively working on keeping a good smile, your posture's better, which I guess makes you breathing better. And this is all totally unscientific, but it's stuff that I've found kind of to be true. Also, if you're a performer of any kind, or especially a singer, but any kind of performer, if you know how to smile when you're on stage, you make your stage presence and your message just that much better. Now, granted, if you're up there singing a song that's real sad, you're going to look like a dork if you're smiling. But that being the exception, most of the time, being on stage, you're smiling, because it's going to help you. And just like it makes you more attractive face-to-face, it makes you more appealing, makes people want to be around you, it also makes it look like you're happy to be doing what you're doing. And now, especially if you're a singer, that smile changes the tone of your voice. You can tell the difference between a note sung through a smile and a note that's sung through a frown. It's just two different things. So anyway, I think I've given you enough information to start with. Now go out there and work on your smile, and I'll be talking at you soon. Bye now.